Today I'm showing you Nova 1.5, which is a fantastic hack client for the latest version of MCPE that I've actually never shown before on this channel. Anyways, to get it, I'm going to be linking it right down in the description below. The link will eventually take you to this MediaFire page where you can download Nova Client by simply clicking on this blue button and then clicking on Save to Downloads, and bam, it'll be downloaded. Now, as you can see in my downloads, I've got Nova Client for MCPE. And I can simply click on this and it is going to go ahead and allow me to install that. And now, as you can see, it has been installed. Fantastic. Yes, it is literally that easy. Anyways, now we can simply open up the Nova Client app, and you will need to allow it to stop optimizing battery usage. This is so that it can run in the background while you play with it on Minecraft. Of course, it'll stop running once you close out of Minecraft and stuff like that. Anyways, in the app over here, I'm going to be taking you through this, and then after that, I'm going to be putting this inside of Minecraft and showing you guys how that works. But first off, you want to sign in with your Minecraft account. This is so that Nova Client knows what account to proxy to. This is because Nova Client is a proxy. As you can see, they utilize a man-in-the-middle approach. Anyways, simply click on the plus and choose Xbox device code. Now, as you can see, I am signed in with my account, and we can move on to the rest of this app. So in the servers tab, you can choose some servers that Nova allows you to join. And in the realms tab, you can actually view the realms that you have added and actually join those as well, which is fantastic. This is an amazing feature for proxy to have. As you can see, both of my realms are expired, but that doesn't matter. This is just, to prove that it is in fact possible. Finally, in this settings area, there's a lot more than just a few settings. There's a whole bunch of things you can customize about the client, for example, the panel dimensions, the layout, and a bunch more things, including at the very bottom, a config management area. So you can actually import and export configs for this client, which is very convenient. Anyways, by default, only 4 of the 6 categories in the GUI are visible. So I'm going to enable all of them just like this. Now 6 out of 6 are visible. You can also choose the GUI theme. I'm going to be choosing the Nova theme for this, but you can choose any theme that you want. This will just change the layout, not the actual features. Anyways, moving back, I'm going to select the Hive to be joining, except before we actually can join, you need to actually select the Minecraft installation. So in this Minecraft tab over here, as you can see, it works for 1.21.101, that is the recommended version. Fantastic, because that is currently the latest version. But we do need to click on this, and then click on Select Game right over here, and then choose your Minecraft installation. So I've got Minecraft right over here, and I can simply click on that. And now that that has been selected, we can click on this purple button to enable the Nova Relay connection. Fantastic. And you will need to allow it overlay permissions, so we can get this little icon right over here, and you can actually click on the start game option in the notification that pops up, and that'll actually automatically bring you right into Minecraft, so you don't need to do that yourself. Very convenient. Obviously, make sure you're signed in here with the same account as that you signed in to Nova for. But once you have done that, then you want to just simply go over to the Servers tab, and down in the very bottom, click on Play. And just like that, I am on the Hive. Obviously, I don't condone hacking on the Hive on this channel. I only condone hacking on CubeCraft. But oh well, I'm here for now. I'm also not going to be hacking. You do, of course, need a config. Some people kind of miss that, but you can't just toggle and start hacking. Anyways, as I said, we have the overlay right over here, so we can simply click on that icon, and then we'll get access to all of the features that Nova Client offers. You've got some categories over here, as you can see: combat, motion, visual, effect, particle, and miscellaneous. These contain all of the utilities that Nova Client offers. We can turn them on and then turn them off again, just like that. It is literally that simple. We can simply go through these and find different categories of utilities. As you can see in the top right hand side, you actually get a little indication as to how many modules each category has, and then you can see that Nova Client does really have a lot to offer. For the rest, you can also press on these settings cogs over here and gain access to a customization menu for each of these. That one didn't have a lot, but the kill aura, for example, does. And as you can see, the user friendliness of all of these little sliders and things is really high, which is great when you're playing on mobile and have fat fingers like I do and struggle to press things correctly. So that makes this client really easy to use. Once again, if you have a config set up here, you can export it or actually import one through the app, which is nice. And for the rest, this should be pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy to use. Of course, also remember to check out the different GUI layouts. Anyways, we can close out of here because this isn't actually all that Nova Client has to offer. You'll see that we got some notifications here when we enabled and disabled things. You can turn those off if you like, but Nova Client does also actually have chat commands. So I can type .help in the chat just like this, and if I send that, then we get a whole bunch of information. This just displays all active utilities. I currently have not many on, but if you have more on, then you'll get even more information. Anyways, if we scroll to the very top over here, we can view some of the available commands that Nova Client has, which, I mean, that's obviously fantastic, right? So definitely play around with this, check it all out. And for right now, though, that was basically that. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I do, of course, hope to see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye.